Well, you join us at a very wet and windy Goodwood motor circuit. Well, fortunately, we're not outside. We're in the legendary Super Shell building. And we're here to launch two new Ford Transit family vehicles. And we're talking to Andy Barrett, Ford UK Sales Director. Transit's a name that really synonymous with van, isn't it? It's sort of the ubiquitous white van. It has a tremendous history, Andy.
Yes, transit in the UK has an amazing history. It clearly set the benchmark for the van back in the 60s when we launched it, and thankfully for us it's led the market ever since. If you look at transit itself, it's actually the sixth best-selling vehicle in the UK, even in the car league, so it's an amazing success. It came in, it found a niche in the marketplace around transport and logistics, and it has become the benchmark vehicle, the one that everyone compares against and is the generic for the type of vehicle.
Has that sort of white van man tag helped the vehicle, or has it sometimes worked to its disadvantage?
I think the white van man tag is an interesting one. It's a reference to anyone who really drives a van on the road today. I think the discerning van driver will naturally choose a transit for its durability, the way it's engineered, the way it's been designed around the driver, and actually they're the ones making an intelligent choice. You have to remember though, a lot of these people are bright young entrepreneurs, they're running very big businesses, they may be multi-van fleets, and they are truly the backbone of the economy in the country. And what we're seeing that's an interesting dynamic is we're seeing real growth in van sales this year as the underlying economy starts to improve, and we're pleased to be part of that growth.
Well, it's very much the right time then to be launching new iterations of the Transit name. There have been many generations of it so far, but this one is slightly wider than before. There's four very different vehicles.
Yes, we have a greater variety of that Transit brand, and Transit really is the brand we're going to develop into what are cargo carrying vehicles in the UK, and a key to any business growth. I think that natural extension from Courier, which launches later this year, through Connect, through Custom, and into the new 2-ton Transit that arrives in just a few weeks' time, it shows breadth. They've all been designed here in the UK. A lot of them are driven by engines built here in the UK, and we're really pleased. We think we can stretch that brand and have a vehicle for every business in the UK.
So your expectation is not only to retain market share, but actually grow your segment of the market.
Without a doubt, we wouldn't launch so many new vehicles without having growth aspirations, and I want to see Transit grow, become much more dependable in the UK as part of everyone's business, the vehicle, that trusted friend they turn to in the morning when they're going out to earn their salary each day. And I think if we deliver what these vehicles are capable of, we'll have a very good sales success on our hands.
Well, let's turn to the domestic vehicle, the one that I think a lot of people are going to look at, the new Tourneo. Your colleagues have been very anxious to tell me that it's not van-derived.
Yes, that's very true. It's built on the platform that is also seen in Focus. It very much has car-derived behaviour. It behaves like a car, it drives like a car, it's as comfortable and as refined as a car. Traditionally, these vehicles have always come from a van and developed into something that is probably a little bit more industrial compared to what most European motorists demand from a car. This has come from a car. It's very refined. It's got great package, i.e. you can get a large number of people in it with luggage. We've got high expectations. These vehicles have been the domain of certain sectors of the motoring community. I think this one widens the appeal considerably, and we're really, really excited about the prospects for this vehicle.
So when does the Tourneo appear in the dealerships? When can you actually put your money down on one?
As of today, you can go to a dealership today. Most dealers have a demonstrator available to test drive, and you can order one today, probably for delivery in March and onwards.
Well, the men from Ford have been telling us that the Tourneo is very much car to van, or car morphing into van. Who better to talk to then about it than Ulf Rontgen, who is the car's designer, the interior of the car's designer anyway.
We have designed a really modern and functional interior. You can see it here on the instrument panel. Really nice large surfaces, high quality appearance, high quality craftsmanship. And we have designed here a symmetrical theme with a lot of features and storages. We have an open storage on the passenger side, a large glove box, and some nice features here in the center console. And large door pockets, which contain maybe a 1.5 liter bottle. So we have implemented a lot of new functional features in a really new modern interior.
So it's very clear this is not a van for family usage. This is a family car.
Yes, absolutely. The Tourneo Connect is really a great family car, fit for purpose and with a really modern look and modern appearance. For instance, you can fold the seats up to the car forward position, and then you have a really great load space, especially for people who have hobbies, who maybe need to transport larger items like surfboards.
Well, this is the new Ford Tourneo Connect, 5 or 7 seat version, range of engines including that now near legendary 1 litre EcoBoost engine, which has quite extraordinary capabilities. This particular vehicle, we're in the 1.6 TDCi, which I'm guessing, given the engine size, given the fact that it's a diesel, will be very, very popular with families. Fill them up with kids, with dogs, with the appurtenances of their hobbies, bicycles. They're a very popular vehicle type. Clearly Ford see it's a market niche that's going to get bigger and bigger, and they want a piece of that, and I think with this vehicle they certainly will. Certainly affordable. The range you can walk into at about 14,500, up to the big 7-seater with all the bells and whistles at around £4,000 more, a little under £19,000. So all in all, a major new entrant into that area. It's going to be very, very popular with families. The 7-seater, I think they're aiming at slightly older, slightly larger families. You can put the teenagers in it as well as the smaller kids in their respective seats. But the entire range seems to me to offer very, very good value for money, very good space for the money, and I think their expectations that we've heard earlier of taking a big chunk of this market, I've no doubt they'll meet their targets.